looking for a fabric protector for my newly upholstered chairs because I have 4 children. So I have a couple pieces of test fabric that I'm trying out. On the left is my untreated piece of fabric, and on the right is a piece of fabric that I have treated with Rustoleum's NeverWet, designed for outdoor fabric with a crystal clear finish. So I treated it yesterday according to the instructions. I basically just sprayed it and soaked it and got it wet and let it dry for 24 hours. And as you can see with the color, I'm really happy with. Like, basically I can't really tell that anything's on there, so it hasn't affected the color at all. The feel is it's a little bit stiffer, but really the feel of the fabric hasn't been impacted all that much. So now this is what we're really concerned about, is the test to see if it's going to stain or not. So I've got my 5-year-old son who's going to help me out. So Ezra, take a little bit of grape juice and put it on this one. Okay, so that's how the grape juice is going on to the untreated fabric. Okay, now put some on this one. We'll see what it does. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so you can see it's definitely beating up on there, whereas this one, it is also kind of beating up, but it's kind of soaking in. Here, let's see what happens when we go like this.
Now what?
And wipe it off. And this one, if we also kind of wipe it off, well, let's see what happens if we take a little piece of paper towel and dab it. Oh, actually the untreated fabric is doing pretty well. And the treated fabric also does very well. Are you ready to try the chocolate syrup?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay, lots of this will stay on.
Let's see. Okay, put some on this one too. Ooh. Okay, stick that back in there. All right, so.
Mom, there's not enough on this one.
No, it's okay. It's good enough. Okay, so we've got chocolate syrup on the treated piece and the untreated piece. So we're seeing the chocolate syrup does seem to be kind of beating up and falling off of the treated fabric. The untreated fabric is definitely sticking to that more. Okay, so let's see if we can wipe it off with a cloth. So, it's a little bit tricky to hold the camera for this. If I kind of wipe it. Here, Ezra, can you hold the camera and point it at this piece of fabric, okay? No, this one, over here. Let's see what happens if I kind of try to clean it off. Ooh, it's making a mess. Okay, let's see if we try a wet cloth. Okay, let's just see here. Okay, just keep filming what Mommy's doing. So it is coming off, but it is definitely leaving some stain marks. But I think I could probably get it off pretty successfully. Okay, let's try this one now. So point over here at this one. Okay, so this is the untreated fabric. Ugh, this is making a huge mess. So let's see with a wet cloth. Oh, yeah, you can see a big difference. Whoa, definitely a difference between the treated and the untreated fabric. The treated Rustoleum fabric has definitely done much better. As you can see, I didn't really work at it a little bit, so I think I could probably get the rest of that out pretty effectively. Whereas this one, I don't think there's much hope for that one. So that's a plus. Let's put the mustard on and see what it does.
My worst nightmare.
Okay, so we got some mustard on the treated piece. Now let's put it on the untreated piece. Oh, no, put it over on a spot that's not yucky already. Okay, so we're gonna see how this is gonna work.
Mustard's not falling off.
Yeah, it's kind of sticky on there, isn't it? And this one, also kind of very sticky.
That one's sticky.
Okay, so let's see what happens when we
drank
try
all
to
the grape juice.
wipe it off.
You're welcome that I drank all the grape juice. Too good.
Okay, so I'm just doing a quick wipe off.
These are camera batteries?
Yeah, this is very hard to do.
These are camera batteries?
Yeah. Okay, so now I've given it an initial dab off. So let's see, with a wet cloth, let's try and see if I can get the mustard stain out. Oh, up here it's doing really well. Down here, not so bad, hey? So it's coming pretty clean.
Yep, sure is.
That's pretty good, hey?
Yep.
Okay,
It's
so
good.
let's try this one now. This is the untreated piece of fabric. So let's see what happens when I try to wipe it off with a wet cloth.
It might not come off, but it will.
Okay, I'm gonna try and scrub it.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good,
but I think it definitely came off better.
Oh yeah, on the treated piece.
Yeah, I think the treated piece has definitely worked better. So, if we see, this is our piece of fabric that's been treated with Rustoleum NeverWet.
Oh yeah,
and it did pretty well. There's
that thing's wicked.
A little bit there, but I think if I were to scrub it a little bit more, I could probably get it right off.
Give me grape juice.
And this is my untreated piece, which again, if I scrubbed it a little bit more, I could probably get it off, but I can see there's still some deep staining there from the mustard and the chocolate sauce. So, I think that the Rustoleum NeverWet Outdoor Fabric Protector is probably worth it, and I'm going to be using it on my chairs. What do you think, Ez? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll use it to protect our chairs. All right.